New guitar day. So this was upside down. What I got here is a semi-hollow body guitar. I ordered it from guitarfetish.com. Now they're currently really known for the slick guitars or for the Xavier guitars, and there's some pretty good quality guitars for not a bad price. But one thing that they're also known for is parts and things like that. I have a pickup of theirs, one of their pickups, and I have some replacement parts, and they're all pretty good quality parts for not bad prices. They also buy out factories. They buy out guitar factories, or warehouse factories, places that have guitars. They go and buy them, and there's a section on their warehouse called Factory Buyout, clearance section. And I got one of those because I was interested in it, and one actually popped up that looked pretty decent. Now, this is, if you've ever seen Trogley, you know this is not exactly the best packing, and this was just found on property upside down. So what I have here is a semi-hollow set neck red, cherry red, 2 humbuckers. I did not add a hard shell case. You can add a hard shell case. And I'm really interested. One thing they do when they buy the factory guitars out is they paint over the headstock so you don't get to actually see the brand name. And I'm wondering what it is. So in the package here, I'm really worried about this headstock being broken. It's a set neck. There's definitely some damage to the packaging. So far the headstock looks alright. You get a cable, they throw a cable in. Real cheap cable that I won't use. I think a truss rod tool. Yeah, it looks like a truss rod tool. Alright, and it's all wrapped in foamy stuff. I've never had a full-size semi-hollow like this. I have a PRS semi-hollow, an SE semi-hollow, so I've got styrofoamy stuff all over it. No brakes. It feels cheap and plasticky. Tuners have the little plastic stuff on them. So it's protected. There's nothing broken. There's the headstock. I got this because I kind of don't mind that headstock one bit. Some of the plastic is starting to come off, but most of the plastic is on here. Love that, right? Still plastic on the pickups. So yeah, this is what I got as a factory clearance buyout. I can definitely see some finish flaws on the back. It's double bound. I see all sorts of paint spots. This is, is what it is. But ultimately, I used a discount code that they have. Guitar Fetish, sign up for their email or, email list, and they'll send out discount codes, and they're actually good. Yeah, and it's all slapped, not in tune. So I'll have to tune that up. I just really wanted to grab the unboxing part right now. I mean, it all looks like standard pieces from everything. Like if you were to get almost any one of the budget guitars, you're going to end up with real similar parts and pieces. I'm really interested in how this sounds, stock as is. Because I just don't have something with these kind of tones. And maybe I'll do one, a peace sticker or something, and a frog, an old tribute to Alvin Lee, played a Gibson, right? So there's I can see some paint, where the paint definitely didn't really take too well in certain areas. I'm guessing each one of these is going to be a little bit different. I saw some flaws in the paint on the back in the picture of the one. But, for the price that this is going for, and then for the 25% off, I mean, man, there's definitely some bad paint through here in some spots. Up in the neck, it's not exactly beautiful through there. I might have to take some pictures and throw them in there. But it makes me not worry about if anything happens to it. Yeah, they did a terrible job of painting right in there, in the neck there. So that might be something that I can redo myself. But yeah, that's a disaster right through there. Hopefully it all plugs in and works. I'll get it tuned up here at some point in just a couple minutes and give it a run through. If you recognize that headstock shape, leave a comment below. I thought this would be a firefly possibly, but that's not ornate enough for the fireflies or even the groats that I've seen. Probably going to bring the action down a little bit. It does look like they set the action a little, you know, somebody did something to it. Nut is cut a little bit high, you know, should probably be slotted down some. I got a lot of movement here. Yeah, so I'll have to slot that nut out for sure. Put some new strings on it. Dry neck. And you can see, I can see like around here where some of the paint from them painting the headstock crept through, you know, but that's cool. I don't mind that one bit. Yeah, I probably would put a new nut in here just for the sake of it. These frets are all shiny. I can really tell that somebody at least took a little time to clean this before they set it. Those strings are what they are on here. Let's see how much life I can get out of them. I like the way it looks. I really like the way it looks, you know, other than right through here where there's a big old paint smear and right through here where there's some paint smear. Knobs all seem tight. Numbers are all in the wrong positions. I'll have to change all that. So, oh, nope, I take it back. Knobs are not all tight. This one needs to be tightened up for sure. I'll need to take that one out. Fortunately, that's a tone knob. Leave that in its place. And the other tone knob is just starting to slip a little bit. So I think I have to tighten up the nuts under here. So some tweaking. If you're thinking of this as being your first guitar, just know you would have to do some tweaking. And this pickguard seems like it's just popped up. I think this the bracket is bent. Yeah, the bracket's a little bent, so I have to just push that down. Definitely have to clean it off. Nice and lightweight, you know. Little, you know, get wood grain. It's maple ply. Not so great painting around some of these spots. I mean, heck, it's like straight up white there where they just, this wood right there where they just didn't even paint. Almost like they were thinking a pickguard was going to hide it. So, you know, these are going without the discount code for like, I think 149 or 159. Binding's a little rough, you know, but dry neck, real dry neck. I'll condition that. Woo! Yeah, so I'll take a little time and tune this and I'll throw it into an amp. All right. my final thoughts on the guitar that I got from Guitar Fetish through their factory buyout section. Now that I've changed the strings, you hear I don't have all that high squeakiness going on. The strings, first thing you got to change. They were barely thrown on. I had to just kind of lower the bridge a little bit. I loosened the truss rod a quarter turn, because I just wanted just a touch of relief on the neck. I took some of that steel wool. I actually hit some of the bad paint, and it made it less noticeable to my eyes. And I also took some of the gloss off of the back of the neck. I still have a lot that I could do there and could still do some of the work there. But, for after paying like barely over $100 and some shipping for this, I'm going to make a really cool little Alvin Lee tribute guitar out of it and just have a cool sounding guitar. It sounded killer with that germanium fuzz. I mean, I really liked the way that sounded. The pickups, I believe, are microphonic. I could hear my voice coming through the amplifier, so that probably would have to be changed out. And obviously, as you could tell, the tone pots had very little range. So, first guitar for somebody, there's so many cheap guitars out there right now. For like another $50, you could get something that doesn't have all the stuff that you have to then deal with. It's amazing what you can find for $200 out there right now. But for $100, and the fact that it's a set neck, and not a bolt-on, your first semi-hollow like me, the first time you really want to kind of get into something like this, or something that you want to kind of just have around. You don't feel like dropping $2,000 on a real one, or even $800 on an Epiphone version of something like this. Check out Guitar Fetish. I highly recommend you sign up for their email list. You'll get good deals from them. And their slick guitars are really cool. I've actually played a couple of them. I've never owned one, but I've played a couple. And I really want to check out one of those Xavier Pro ones. So let me know in the comments what you think about this mystery guitar that I'm enjoying. And I'm not going to worry about if it gets banged up, because I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to put stickers all over it. Let me know what you think. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks for being here.